Morning everyone. So you can tell by the title of the video what we're doing today. Basically converting centre light. I'll turn the camera around in a minute. Centre light, putting in 4 spots, but I just want to show you the hatch and stuff and just some of the methods that I use for getting it all square and level and then drilling holes, etc. That's the tiny little hatch we've got to get through. I reckon that's 400 by 400. That's the centre light that we're changing. And then we're going for 4 spots equally spaced in this room, but just bearing in mind that we have got this weird sort of ceiling which ends, and then so the loft, I've not even been up there yet, so let's go up and have a look. Right, I've chucked a light up here and had a quick look. To be fair, it's tiny, but it ain't the worst. It's not the worst I've ever been in. Someone's had attempt to sort of brace this roof because this is a cottage. Quite a poor attempt actually. Yeah, so we've got to strip out the centre light, do a joint in the loft, probably fix it on that beam there, and then space 4 spots in here. So yeah, let's get cracking. It's just jump up in the loft and check where the beams are, see how far I can get, space these out. I think there's like a biggish beam here above, so it's gonna have to come just inside. So I'm just gonna do a lot of measuring up first before we drill any holes. Right, so just make this a little bit easier to understand. What I've done is drawn it out. So that's the hatch there. I've looked up in the loft, we've got a beam there and a beam there, and then 2 between at 400 centres. So basically the usual space we've got is 1.5 and the room's 3.8. That's that centre timber that I showed you a second ago. So basically we're just going to equally space 4 spots, middle of that timber basically, and then equally spaced off the walls to bring them in, and then we'll just pull these cables up that are currently on that light, do a joint, wire round, wire round, clipping it, drop this cable through the ceiling, and yeah, sweet as. Well, I'm just working out a spacing, so I know this room's 3.8. So if you divide that by 2, because you don't want this to be here like this, you want this gap to be bigger in the middle and have the lights closer to the edge, and then the 65-degree angle is going to give you this light spread look like this. Okay, so basically divide that by 2, which gives you 1.9, and then divide that by 2, which gives you these 2 gaps. So you know you need to fix this light roughly a metre off that wall there, and then that one will be roughly a metre off that wall, and then you'll end up with roughly 2 metres between. Okay, that's how you set them out. And then coming off of this beam, I'm just going to go centre of that beam which is in the loft, and that beam there. So I'm just going to go dead centre there. Easy as that. 2 marks there and there, and then I've got my 2 marks, one there, one there. So now I'm just going to pilot, get the DAD, drill them out, and then go up, move the insulation away, get some cables clipped between, and get rid of this light. Right, there you go. As you can see, nice clean cuts. I'm really happy. I thought this might have been lath, but this has been overboarded at some point, so it's nice plasterboard. If you haven't got one of those crap collectors, you definitely need to get one because they save you a hell of a lot of cleaning up. So all I've got to do now is clip some cables along these beams back to the centre light. Right, there we go. So those 2 are wide, those 2 are wide. I've done it in such a way, rather than linking all 4 of these together, all I've done is link those 2 and link those 2 and take 1 cable back that way and then 1 cable back this way. The reason I've done that is because the client did talk about switching these separately, so at least they're linked separately, as in those 2, and then if we've only got to get a 3-core and change this to a 2-gang switch, then that's a lot easier than having to get up here again and change this, because that's hell up there. I don't want to get up there again. Okay, so this loft is probably 700 tall. So what I've done is moved the insulation, even though the Lucicos can be coverable with insulation. I've moved it, left a gap. Literally this one just clips along there to there, back along goes there. I'm not too worried about going on the top of timbers on this one because this is all rotten. It's completely buckled. It's only held on by that centre thing, so they're never going to put any you know, boards up here, and it's too small anyway. and this loft hatch is only 350mm wide, so, and basically you can't see it. I've done the same along the back there, down the centre, linked across, and then my joint is going to be sat there. I kind of tried to tidy up the existing a little bit there, as you can see, so now I've just got to do a joint there, which I won't film because I want to get in and out of here as quick as possible. So I'm done in that absolutely hellish loft. As you can see, I've just got 4 downlights to second fix now. I've even put a little skim of filler on the old light fit in there, so the client can sand that down. But yeah, we'll get these second fix tested and on now. So it just reminds me of something. I get a lot of thing. Why don't you just fit GU10 downlights and swap the bulbs, lamps for LED ones? The reason I don't do that, I do that if the client wants me to come in and just do a lamp change, that's fine. But if I'm fitting downlights, I always fit these integrated ones because they're just a better fitting. This one ticks all the boxes, these Luceco ones that I fit. And there's many other manufacturers out there, Rora, Collingwood, etc. They all tick the boxes. This is just a particular brand that I use, and they just give a better light spread and a better light output. No matter what you say, they do spread the light better than a GU10 retrofit. 100%. I'm not slating it. I'm not saying it's the wrong way, it's the right way. I'm just saying this is what I fit because they give a better light output. I hate it when I do some GU10s and they go to me, oh, they're not very bright. You know, and you've already fitted 6 or 7 watt lamps, and that's the highest wattage you can get in the LED, because they're equivalent to 50 watts. And then you think, oh my god, what am I going to do? I should have just fitted these. So that's why I fit these from the off, and these are dimmable as well. Okay, so all tested, etc. The big switch on, 4 lovely lights now, spreading nice even light across the bedroom. So really good job, and I think she's going to be happy, but I know she's going to want to get the painter in now because it's showing up all the blemishes now on the ceiling. That's it. So if you found the video interesting, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button for videos to come, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.